Exposing Jake Paul's scam. Okay, well, this is a bit of an older video. It came out 9 months ago, but I did not know Jake Paul was involved in scams. Like, obviously, I knew he was in a lawsuit before and everything else, but when I watched Exposing Logan Paul's scam, which was Coffeezilla actually made that video a couple of days ago, I was absolutely gobsmacked by how many people actually fell for it. And I was like, there's no way that people didn't know that Logan would try to fuck them, basically, because, I mean, he's a scumbag, and he proved it again and again. But to just realize that allegedly Jake Paul has actually been doing crypto scams as well makes me even question even more how people did not realize this in the first place. So anyway, let's just get into it, because I'm curious to see what the fuck is going on.
Jake Paul is getting sued in a class action lawsuit for promoting SafeMoon. But there's a problem. We don't know how much he got paid. So today, I'm going to answer that question and expose all the crypto scams Jake Paul has done, because
it's more than
the
one?
list is long. I've already counted 5 of them.
Right, okay, so SafeMoon, it rings a bell. Wasn't that the one that Soulja Boy was involved in as well? I think so. Stick dicks, fuck me. MILF. Yummy, the coin to end world hunger. Oh, get off it, mate. What an absolute prick. League of Scared Devils. I'm sorry if you fell from stick dicks and MILF as a crypto scam. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You're just that type of person, mate. I'm really sorry to hear that. Like.
And we're going to do a counter right here for how much money he's taken from fans. Because I may not think it's funny, but I will certainly make it entertaining for you guys. And look, obviously, this information will probably be helpful to the class action lawsuit against Jake Paul. And so many people are probably wondering if I'm making this video to make sure Jake Paul loses this lawsuit.
Absolutely, yes. There's no question about it.
And I want to be clear. Absolutely not. That was never the intention. It's just a happy accident.
No, he's enjoying this. He fucking hates the pricks. He's enjoying this, trust me.
Let's get into this investigation.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So in order to catch Jake Paul, I first have to explain the challenge with catching crypto influencers. On the one hand, everything on the blockchain is trackable and publicly available, which is a good thing. On the other hand, it's super easy to set up anonymous crypto identities whenever you want to do something dodgy. This is bad for us. And it creates this strange dilemma where dumb influencers can be easily tracked, while smart influencers can't be, because they will just set up hundreds of different anonymous wallets, and eventually it becomes impossible to track what belongs to who. And Jake Paul is sort of somewhere in between these two extremes.
Yeah, so this is actually a lot of YouTubers or influencers actually do this. Like, for example, Andrew Tate. It's almost like common knowledge. Like it's like an open secret that he moved to Romania just because the system is so corrupt there. Because he is actually, I believe, he is accountable for federal charges in the States and in some areas. Don't quote me on that. I've read that somewhere. But anyway. In one of the interviews he did, he openly agreed that he's wanted for fraud and whatever the fuck, and then he moved to Romania just because things work out there, and obviously by that he kind of means that, yeah, corruption is real, people. So so I guess that's what he means, is like some influencers set up different accounts, possibly in countries where the law is either different or a bit more, persuadable. And I suppose what Jake Paul didn't do is exploit the fact that some certain countries are more easily persuaded than others. That's what I'm assuming.
He's not as dumb as you guys probably think he is, but he's also not as smart as he thinks he is.
Okay.
So even though Jake Paul is going to try to hide his various crypto accounts, today we're going to hunt them down and connect them. Starting with this one. The public Jake Paul wallet, the one he publicly links to himself via OpenSea and says was his. Now, before we go any further, I just got to say, if you want more high effort, high quality investigations into your moms, don't forget to pump the stock, guys, by liking and subscribing. It's absolutely free. And you can.
You know what? Fair enough. I'm gonna like the video. And I have already subscribed. You see, guys, I'm already subscribed. So let me just take this opportunity to say, if you want to support me, do the same. I did. I liked it. You like it. That's it. It's a system transaction. Come on, people. Let's do this. All right. Seriously. Let's get back into it.
Always change your mind. But going back to Jake Paul's wallet, there's actually some good info here as far as scams that we've already covered. For example, Jake Paul got paid 39.9 Ethereum for the
Holy
Sacred
shit.
Devils promotional scam,
That's a
which
lot.
you can see right here. It's worth $139,000, which puts him on the board, which later linked up with a huge ring of NFT scammers we busted, actually. Jake
Oi.
Paul got his fans into buying these Sacred Devils, and they suffered near total losses. He also funded another NFT scam from this wallet. This time, his own project called StickDix. You can see him here funding the deployer wallet of StickDix with 1 Ethereum. And he promoted it himself, saying this.
If you fell for a scam named StickDix, and you actually thought it was legitimate, I have no sympathy for you, like, at all. I'm really sorry, but that's just the case.
This.
What up, you dicks? The community, violation. The community has grown like crazy over the past 24 hours.
If you paid the dicks any money, you are a dick. Not just figuratively, but literally, because you invested in something called the dicks, therefore you are an investor in a dick. And that's exactly what you are for believing this fucking shit, mate. Like, the rest of us, please, just fuck this too. Don't even fucking watch them. Don't even fucking... I watch them so you don't have to. You probably have anyway. That's why you're probably watching this, because that's how the rabbit hole works.
We're almost at 10,000 spermatosa on the...
Hey, spermatosa. It sounds like some fucking... I'm not even going to say what I was about to say, because I don't think that's appropriate to say that on YouTube, but basically spermatosa. Lovely.
Discord community, and we are just getting started.
The result being very satisfied customers.
Yeah.
He also got Lana Rhodes to help promote it via Instagram, which of course she had no problem doing because screwing her fans is part of the brand at this point. Investors in StickDix also suffered near total losses. Meanwhile, Jake Paul raked in $1.5 million with StickDix, even while doing nothing he promised.
1.5, okay, 1.5 million, okay, roughly. Yeah. So I don't even know how to carry this sentence anymore. There's been 1.5 million has been funded together to invest in something called StickDix, guys. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's America. It's like, what am I supposed to say?
Promised via the roadmap. Now, I'm sorry to say that some of Jake Paul's fans were so excited about StickDix before it rugged, they decided to tattoo this scam on their body. This was only months before the project was completely abandoned by Jake Paul.
It's there comes a point in every adult's life, okay, where you have to question yourself, you know, what path are you taking? You know, what career choice are you doing? You know, are you a law-abiding citizen or not? And, you know, life does give you a few slaps in the face every now and then, and that's how a young person becomes a older, wiser person. Now, I always believe that the Paul brothers, their fans are basically embryos, and the only reason they get views is because these people, these little fucking 3-year-olds, they are gushing about the fucking Lamborghinis and the millions of dollars that they allegedly have, and the mansions and the chicks and, you know, the big bums and the boobs and everything. And then it turns out, no, there's actually legitimate grown-ass men and women, right, who are fucking so delusional into thinking that they can become dicks that they actually do stupid stuff like that. This is a brilliant social experiment that sort of tells us how fucking stupid we are as humans, you know. So this is, yeah, in my opinion, there should be an actual documentary series on Netflix about the fucking backwards evolution of the brain that is basically started via influencers. Like, I just have no other way to fucking put this. Like, these people are fucking stupid.
Body. This was only months before the project was completely abandoned by Jake Paul. This guy says, y'all like my tattoo? No, nobody likes it.
Nope. Fuck no.
Now, before we go on here, may I say that there seems to be something of a phallic obsession the Paul brothers have. Jake Paul started Stick Dicks. Logan Paul started Dink Doink.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying it means anything, but apparently if you give these guys unlimited resources and full creative control, both of them go straight to drawing dicks. Maybe it's just a self-portrait type of thing.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, nah, it is a self-portrait kind of thing, isn't it? It's like they're both absolute pricks, so yeah, makes sense.
But look, so far, all this information is publicly available. But now we're going to move to wallets that no one quite has pegged.
Okay, so this is where
we're going to do this.
This is where the Colombo shit starts, the real fucking investigation. Let's get in it, man. I fucking enjoy shit like that, man.
By lining up some influencer posts. The idea here being that you can find a crypto wallet if the behavior lines up enough with publicly available information. For example, we know that Jake Paul tweeted about SafeMoon on March 27th of 2021. And so if we check who got free SafeMoon at the time of writing, we can get a short list for who might be Jake Paul. For example, consider this wallet, which got paid 50 trillion SafeMoon by the deployer wallet a day before Jake Paul tweets on the 27th of March.
What a happy coincidence that may be, isn't it? Aye.
Now, of course, I've got to say, just because a wallet gets paid around the time Jake Paul tweets doesn't mean it's him, of course. So what do? Well, we have to dig for more clues.
Okay.
So just following this wallet a little bit, it later cashes out that SafeMoon for $190,000 and sends it to a different wallet. That wallet is publicly tagged on OpenSea as the problem child.
That's his boxing name, isn't it? His fucking it's on his necklace as well. Whatever the fuck that diamond board shit on his neck is.
Which is one of Jake's favorite names for himself. So this is kind of promising, right? You've got this wallet receiving $200,000 in SafeMoon, and then it sending that money over to something called the problem child on OpenSea. But what if that's just a coincidence? Well, the good news for us is, as I said, Jake isn't that smart. So, of course, he used this same wallet for more than one pump and dump. Take, for instance, MILF Token, which he also promoted on May 17th without any disclosure that this was an ad. He said, I'm thinking about becoming a MILF at MILF Token. A few days before, a bunch of tokens got deposited into a wallet, which was later cashed out at that same problem child wallet. This was sold for $50,000, which isn't a ton of money, but further corroborates the evidence we have.
Well, I mean, 50,000. I mean, it's not a lot of money for some people, but I mean, for others, that's a fucking that's life-changing amount. Also, at the same time, I must say, yeah, this is where Jake is just stupid, because if you're gonna do fucking criminal activity, fucking make sure you put like the deposits and the cash outs in different accounts. Possibly in even different countries. I mean, you have the resources, you have the people, you could have easily made it happen. This is just not only being stupid, it's just being lazy, and you're gonna get caught doing this. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think these people actually think it through. Like, they think it's quick money and then that's it, but I don't think they realize the consequences that this may bear, and that's why they are doing it in the first place.
But again, maybe you're thinking, hey, look, this just all sounds like a lot of coincidence to me. So let me give you one last piece of evidence we have. On May 13th, Jake Paul tweeted this: everyone talking about Yummy. Now, once again, we find transactions from an external wallet on May 13th getting tons of Yummy token for free. And then on May 15th, he makes another tweet about it. A year ago, I talked about Doge. 3 months ago, I talked about SafeMoon. Now I'm talking about Yummy.
Did Elon ever talk about Doge? Like, I do follow Elon. I have made a few videos on him, especially with the Twitter drama. I don't remember Elon even acknowledging Doge as it is. And also, yeah, 3 months ago you talked about SafeMoon at the time, but then Soulja Boy got into trouble with SafeMoon. I swear down Soulja Boy was involved with SafeMoon. I need to double check that, but for some reason I'm remembering that.
And right on cue, he gets paid once again. And where does all that money go? Well, the same place where he's publicly known as the problem child. And here is where he cashed out these yummy tokens for $300,000. And here's where I feel confident saying this is Jake Paul's wallet. And his little scheme has become pretty transparent. Here's how it works. Every time Jake Paul is going to do a promotion, he sets up a brand new wallet just for that promotion. He then gets gifted a bunch of tokens, and then that same day or the next day, he posts his little promotion. And this would have been a pretty good scheme, except every time Jake went to cash out, he did it all at the same wallet, at the problem child wallet. And that was his mistake. Because by building enough circumstantial evidence against himself, eventually it became very strong. Not only that, the wallet that initially funds his problem child OpenSea wallet is publicly named on Rarible. And the username is exactly what you'd expect. At Jake Paul, the problem child.
Wow. Okay, he is fucking stupid. Like, that is public archive. That is like, yeah. So if in court he gets away with this, you know that he's sucking someone's dick. Like, there is no other way.
Of course. Now I want to thank Blame Bootsy on Twitter for providing some of this research, but look, what's the result of all this? Well, none of these promotions Jake Paul did were listed as ads, which is a big problem for him and a big problem with the Federal Trade Commission. Not only that,
that's fraud.
Three of these coins could easily be considered investments, which could be a problem for the SEC. But ultimately, I don't know what will happen to Jake. Will he be held accountable for what he did, for causing losses of his fans?
Absolutely fucking should.
Who knows? But what I do know is that Jake Paul advertised multiple projects to fans without disclosing he was paid to promote them. His fans lost money, while Jake was making somewhere in the range of $2+ million. And if you want further evidence that his fans probably lost money on these projects, here's what happened to Yummy after he promoted it. Here's what happened to MILF. And here's what happened to SafeMoon. And of course, his two NFT projects are both abandoned at this point. So at the end of the day, Jake Paul's fans got screwed while he got rich. But I guess anything to get that bag, right? We'll see how that excuse holds up in court.
Oop. Wow, okay, that fucking quickly just moved in.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, I don't really have... I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. Because... I mean, not only we already... I mean, yeah, so we already knew that Jake Paul was a dickhead. And we already knew that Logan Paul was an absolute dickhead. But then Logan Paul scammed all his fans out of millions, right? Quite literally. And then Jake Paul has done the same. And some people, after repeatedly being scammed, just still believe that these two are actual nice human fucking beings. Like, you have to cross a line as a sensible adult, right? You have to understand that once you get fucked and get a bad experience with either a person or a company, you don't go back to them again, because the possibility of you getting fucked again is quite high once you've been fucked. You know what I mean? By that same person or company. So, like, as much as Jake Paul and Logan Paul should, in fact, accept responsibility and the consequences, at the same time, you, as a person, you need to have better judgment. And I'm not even trying to victim blame. However, at some point, it just becomes fucking stupid to believe them. And at some point, the victim or the viewer or the investor, in this case, has to take some sort of accountability when they get scammed, right? And then the community understands that this was a scam. And then the second time they promote something like this, they just go back to it. And then that turns out to be a scam. And then the third time they start promoting something like this, and the community does fucking what? Going straight back to it. So, yeah. At some point, you do need to realize that it's fucking bullshit, and that, you know, you shouldn't just believe them on false promises. But yeah, anyway, I can't wait for the second episode of exposing Logan Paul's crypto scam. I really hope it comes out this week at some point, because the first one was explosive. I'm gonna link it to this video if you want to watch my reaction to that. And yeah, listen guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos in the future. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.